Hello, I'm Evan Nolan, the president and co-founder of the United States Athletics Hall of Fame, here with another returning nominee and a new haircut for the class of 2024. A Cincinnati kid who began and ended his career as a Cincinnati Red, Pete Rose is one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball. Born in Cincinnati on April 14, 1941, Rose was a two-sport athlete at Western Hills High School, participating in both football and baseball. His problem with sports, however, was his size. He's incredibly small for his age. Now, as a freshman, he was starting running back on the JV football team, and he expected to be promoted to varsity as a sophomore. He wasn't, and he did not take it well. His grades suffered to the point where he was going to either have to repeat his entire 10th grade year or spend the entire summer back in school taking everything over. His father didn't want him to miss the baseball season by being in school all the time, so he decided he would actually repeat all of 10th grade. It would also give his body some time to mature. But the problem with doing that, of course, is by the time he got to his senior year, he was out of eligibility to play baseball. So he started playing minor league ball in the Dayton Amateur League for the nearby team in Lebanon, Ohio. He played catcher, second base, and shortstop for the team as an 18/19-year-old, and batted a ridiculous .626 for the season. That was enough for his uncle, Buddy Blombaum, who was a Red scout, to convince the Reds to take a chance on signing Rose. So after graduating, Rose signed a professional contract with the club. That's a pretty good investment for the Reds. In spring training of 1963, Reds regular second baseman Don Blasingame would pull a muscle, and leaving an opening for Rose that he would just run straight through. Later in that spring training, he'd actually sprint to first base on a walk he took against the Yankees, which led Whitey Ford to derisively say, "There goes Charlie Hustle," for making such a big effort on a simple play. Rose loved that moniker and decided to keep it the rest of his career. And that career would last 23 seasons between the Reds, Phillies, and most people would forget the one season he spent with the Montreal Expos. But he's best known for his time with the Big Red Machine, the greatest team of the 70s that won an average of 95 games and win 6 division titles, 4 NL pennants, and 2 World Series, including perhaps the greatest World Series ever played, their 1975 victory over the Boston Red Sox, in which Rose would win MVP after hitting .370 in the series. Now, Charlie Hustle would also set major league records in games played, plate appearances, at-bats, singles, and most famously, hits, with 4,256, which is 67 more than fellow nominee Ty Cobb. He was a 17-time All-Star, NL Rookie of the Year, a 2-time Gold Glover, 3-time batting champion, won a Silver Slugger, the Roberto Clemente Award, and the 1973 NL MVP, as well, of course, as winning the MVP for that 75 series, which was the first of back-to-back World Series that the Big Red Machine would win. He also has the 3rd longest hitting streak in Major League Baseball history, hitting safely in 44 consecutive games back in 1978. Now, he would end his career as player-manager of the Cincinnati Reds, where he still has the 5th most managerial wins in team history, and has his number 14 retired by the team. He's a member of the MLB's All-Century team, but due to his gambling on the games that he managed with the Reds, has been banned from Cooperstown. That, of course, has nothing to do with our Hall. So, do his career achievements make him worthy of the United States Athletics Hall of Fame? That's going to be up to you. You can vote for Pete Rose or any of the other nominees that we have for the United States Athletics Hall of Fame at www.theusahof, that's theusahof.com. Voting will continue between now and we actually extend it out to December 1st, so you can vote as often as you like, as long as only once a day between now and then. I'll be back soon with another nominee, but until then, take care.